Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon on this beautiful day, which is not that sunny here in southern Spain, but I'm going to do the best to make it a sunny day for you on the green side at least. Hi Anne, good morning to you. Liron, nice to see you. Good morning. Frank, Steve C, Brian, the early birds are always here. Nice to see you everyone. Thank you, Liron. SMCI Apple, definitely I'm going to check them. And we still have a lot of great movers in this morning. And only a new all-time high again in the pre-market traders. Amazing. Look at the SPY. It is in quite of green to red, red to green, but as you can see, we just have reached a new all-time high again in the pre-market at least. Let's see whether it's going to push a new all-time high again during this day. So far, bulls are completely unstoppable. Also, again, more and more big names are joining to the expression of bubble. Indeed, at this time, for example, Jamie Dimon and IMF as well. Jamie Dimon, he is just called the risk of 30% chance of a correction. I'm far more worried than others, he told. Well, traders, I must tell you, it's not a rocket science, right? Like, look at the market. Actually, I was just counting before I went live here that how many weeks, how many days we have not seen the SPY back to touch at least the 50 EMA, and it's a lot. It's a record. Actually, this is a record. One thing is fantastic, like the bullish sentiment. It's amazing, especially if you are on the right side and you are have some swing longs on the right stocks, of course, because not every stock is included in that basket, but every AI related stocks, almost all of them are just moving higher. Look at this. AMD was like a beast yesterday. Amazing. 43% higher since this OpenAI deal is just mind blowing, I must tell you. But we know one thing, especially the traders who are trading for, at least 10, 15 years, we know exactly that as steeper as it goes high and higher and up, the comeback is going to be that steep as well. So indeed, now they started to mention the bubble phase. I would say, might we still have some days, weeks, and then we will see a pullback, and that pullback might, it's not going to be stopped indeed. So be careful, traders. What I want to say with that, if you have any swing longs, try just start think about to get some money into your pocket indeed. But let's see. Hi Nitsan, Tara, nice to see you. Hi Clifton, good morning team. DVG, Scott, nice to see you. Liron, first the party. Yep. Yeah, definitely Apple and SMC are crazy. And we still have here SoundHound again, which I missed unfortunately yesterday, but I'm going to watch it today. NVIDIA is up again. I think NVIDIA is not going to stop under 200. Indeed, PepsiCo, the first earnings release of this earnings season has happened with PepsiCo and DAL. Delta Airlines, I'm just going to talk about it later. But we have some weakness. I see it on Baba, Tesla, DHI, SMCI, MU, PLTR, Hood, Apple. All of them are in red. So the market seems like a little bit split. And as I told you, SPY is moving from red to green to red, and the same with the triple Q. Hi Alamo, nice to see you. All right, traders, XAU USD, it's pulling back a bit, but not too much. It's still hovering around new highs. Oh, it's just got a new boost to the upside. Look at that. Okay, so the 4060, it is in danger if we break it through. I think 5,000 coming indeed. It's just amazing how exaggerated the XAU USD it is. At the moment, it seems like it's just heading back to the upside again. Let's see the Bitcoin, because I've seen Ethereum just pull back quite ugly indeed. On the Bitcoin, though, not that much, but still hovering between this 121 and 124. Again, it definitely needs to clear the 124,000 area to see a significant push higher. On the daily, it's still in a bull flag mode, by the way, on the Bitcoin, so it still remains quite strong as well. Let's just surf along the or among the financial headlines. As I've told you, more and more and more uh, um, big names are calling for the bubble phrase indeed. So Jamie Dimon just joined to this group together with the IMF. And the stock builds on its historic rally as the AI trade heats up again. Well, definitely AI is fueling the bulls big time. Delta stock rises as a recent acceleration in demand leads to record revenue. Well done. PepsiCo, it's up, but not that much. We will check it why. Tesla in the news too, so we should watch it definitely. OpenAI AMD deal is still a big hit in the news as I see. And if I'm just checking the international news, focus on value. The stock market will settle itself, says Snowflake CEO amid bubble fears. So everyone is afraid of this bubble look like market, let's call it like that. Okay, guys, the government shutdown is still on, and I must tell you that the average time increased from 14 to 24 days. So now it seems like that this is going to be the longest in history. We still don't know, of course, but this is going to cause again today the delay of the economic data. So if I'm just checking the calendar, what kind of data is going to be missed today, definitely the unemployment claims as always. But today we had already a Fed Powell speech, which was not quite a big thing because as you can see, the SPY pre-market, it was not moving the market at all. I was expecting a bit more from this speech indeed. 8:35 Bauman spoke, FOMC member Barr is going to speak 12:45, and that's it. So not a huge move or huge news for today and events either. And tomorrow we are going to miss again a lot of economic news or data, but we will still have Goolsby's speech at 9:45 and at 10 o'clock the prelim consumer sentiment and inflation expectations as well. So from yesterday FOMC meeting minutes, it's the Fed is a bit divided. I would say not in the mean of whether the economy, the US needs two more rate cuts, but the timing of the rate cuts and the ratio of the rate cuts, like how much they should just cut, because 0.50 it's a little bit too much according to most of the FOMC members, speakers, and participants, but we will see. So it's quite of a thin ice, but still they are going for more rate cuts for 2025. We will see what's going to happen at the end. Hi, Andy. Nice to see you. Yeah, and NVIDIA, AMD, SCRV, very good. Acro, I don't know that stock. I was watching Irene Ruggieri pass as well, DAL, and you don't have any shorts. We will just check it soon. Hi, Marco. Good morning to you. Nice to see you here. Now, let's see, traders, what are the big movers for today? Let's just move with them. First of all, race is here. Ferrari, which I think is just so it has just seen the worst day of its history. Why I cannot see? Just a second. I restart my program because I cannot see race. Anyway, traders, race can be to the short side because it's just suffered quite of a big plunge so far and trimmed its electrification targets. Ferrari said it expects its 2030 sports car model lineup to be made of 40% internal combustion engine cars, 40% hybrid, and 20% fully electric. That's definitely down from its prior target of 40% of EV sales by the end of the decade. So race, it is again a stock which cannot get to the competition with the, let's call it Far East competition indeed. So that's why I'm going to call a raise to the short side, as Scott just did actually. He just posted his list. I'm just going to make my list here. Short, it's a raise. Okay, next one, Delta Airlines, as I mentioned, you earnings stock issued a strong guidance. Well done, DAL definitely can go to our long list, but let me just check it on the daily chart. How does it look like? DAL looks like as a perfect reversal formation. I must tell you, a bit too much on the gap, but that's it what we have. And DAL, let's see whether it can stretch after the opening bell. Akero Therapeutics, this is the AKRO, which is on and this list as well. This is a biopharma company, 18% higher, announced it would be acquired by Novo Nordisk. Okay, this is a done deal, and this, I don't know whether it's going to be able to move more. I'm going to move it just to my secondary list because, you know, like the stocks which got the deal before the market open, it's usually not a big movers, but let's see, maybe this is an exception of that rule indeed. PepsiCo is here as well. As I mentioned, you a bit higher, not too much, 1.25%. Third quarter results beat analyst expectations. If we just check the PepsiCo, especially the daily chart, it looks like that it would have a room for a reversal, but for that we should see first of all to break this consolidation high, which is this 143.60s, 50s, but first definitely the pre-market high. I'm going to call it to the long side, but we really need a little bit more enthusiasm from the buyers here indeed. Oklo is here as well, 3% higher. Canaccord Genuity initiated coverage of the nuclear technology company with a buy rating. Nice news for the OKLO, and that's a B stock. So let's see whether we can just get over this 140 level. That can be a good one indeed. FCX and Southern Copper SCCO, both of them just added after the price of copper futures hit their highest level since July. So we can watch FCX and even this SCCO. FCX, I know it better, like from trading wise as well. So I'm just going to call it to the long side. MP is here as well, 4.7 BMO. Capital Markets reinstated coverage at the market perform rating, calling MP the US rare earth champion. Well done, MP. Let's see whether it still can push higher. At the moment, it looks great. However, as you can see, it's a little bit muted in the middle of this candle. Yeah, it's yesterday's candle. I'm going to call it to the long side, but let's be careful with that stock. I don't like the daily too much because it's an inside day. Inside day means that it's trading in yesterday's trading range, and that means a little uncertainty there. So I'm going to be a bit careful with that one. AZZ is down 10% after the provider of hot dip galvanizing and coil coating solutions posted fiscal second quarter earnings and revenue that completely missed the expectations. Not good. That's why I'm going to call AZZ, as just Scott did, to the short side. And the last one is Teva, which is up 2%. And as US President Donald Trump's administration plans to expand generic medicines from its proposed tariffs on a range of products and ingredients. Okay, good news for the Teva. If you like this stock, I'm just going to move it to the secondary list indeed. And that's it. Not too many more movers. We have a lot though on the small cap side again, like Andy mentioned SERV, for example, or Path. We can definitely watch them on the secondary list, SERV. And I've seen a bit more. Let me just check it. Like for example, TMC, it's moving higher. ABAT moving higher. TTRX, wow, that's a crazy one. It's a $25 stock now, but it's up 270%. These I'm just going to call it to the secondary list indeed. All right, traders, let me just check the oh yeah, Soundhound. I forgot Sound. I'm just going to call it to my long list. Okay, let's just check my watch list first. So as I've told you, NVIDIA definitely to the upside together with AMD, MBLY. I'm going to watch two indeed. Roblox long, it's higher. Google, which was quite suffering a bad period in the last days, might is going to make a pullback there. Meta, I don't know, not that strong indeed. And what else? To the short side though, I see Tesla quite weak. Baba and SMCI, which I'm going to check. And let me just check the big gainers and losers list because this still can give us some great opportunities there. For example, to the short side, let's see, wow, there are lots of ETFs, Ethereum ETFs especially. By the way, LW, it's here. Okay, I don't read that stock too much. GoDaddy. GDDY is down 1.7%. BMNR 1.6. Let me just check BMNR. How does it look like now? BMNR. No, I don't like the daily. It's not quite clear that it's going to go down. But SMCI is down 1.5%. Seems like a small profit taking, maybe. But as this got a very much a beast day yesterday, I'm not sure I want to touch this stock to the short side. NVO though is down 1.50% indeed, which might we should check it to the short side. And even which one I've seen, AXEM, that's a spready one, and Tesla. Tesla doesn't look good. NVO, daily is not my favorite, and even Tesla. You know what? I'm not going to force this. This short, I'm not going to force it. To the long side, I see Wolf though. Still, Wolf looks like a good one for stretching higher indeed. SERV we mentioned already. Pass as well, which are the strongest at the moment. Fly is flying again, 4.47%. Amazing. So Fly and Wolf, I still going to put it on my long list, and I think it's plenty to start the day with. Hi Ryan, nice to see you. The SPY only goes up. Yeah, Ryan, there is no chance, no pullback signs in the near future at least, but that's you never know because a black swan event it's is especially a black swan event, it's an event which you never know when it's going to hit and why. It's a complete very unpleasant surprise. I really hope it's not going to happen. I don't care, even if the SPY is hitting 1000 today or this year. Today not really, but this year. But black swan events can be quite hard, and I must tell you, I cannot see any other option to really stop this insane FOMO euphoric market like a black swan event. And as you know, this is a quite harsh one. So let's see what's coming next, guys. We should be careful, we should be prepared, and we should just go with the flow. This is what we can do at this moment. VIP room traders, 44 room traders, have a beautiful green day with Scott and DVG. And as always, I'm going to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hopefully, I'm going to come back because big storms are coming here in southern Spain. I just got quite of a national warning on my phone. So I really hope I can be here with you tomorrow. If not, then sorry, it's not me, but the weather. However, for today, I wish you a beautiful green day. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, YouTube traders, let's just go with today. Amazing market again. All-time highs after all-time highs after all-time highs is just, again, I think I'm not exaggerating when I'm just telling you I've never seen in my life this kind of market because there was there never been such a big record run on the market. And yeah, Ryan is right, doesn't seem like it's going to stop soon. But again, let's be careful, especially if you have swings traders. Like as I mentioned you, I have still a BBAI swing. I still have Soundhound as well. On the Soundhound, actually, I'm a bit greedy because I want to see $20. which if I'm just checking the Soundhound now, yesterday we've seen this $20, but maybe we still can do a little bit better. If we cannot do it today, of course, I'm going to take my second partial because I bought it at $10. I took it around 16 first partial. Here on the 20, I'm going to take a second partial, stop loss under 14, and then let's see whether it still can push higher. But so far, so good. They small AI stocks like BBAI and SoundHound are going fantastic. SPY Triple QK, again, it's a little bit muted, but if you've seen yesterday's trading, it was just insane. I'm expecting the same for today, by the way. Recent as not tradable, Luis. I'm just trying to make my magic here. Just a second. Okay. Like I try to open it until the market open. Okay, let's see. We still have like 9 minutes indeed. Okay, guys, so what do you think, by the way? Are we going to see another crazy update? I'm just going to start a poll because I'm really, really interested in your opinion. So, market today, same green, same green strong day, all-time high, or pullback day. What do you think what's going to happen here? So I'm just starting my poll. If you feel like to participate in this poll, please just let me know your thoughts. I'm very much interested in that. Squeeze shorts. Yes, Luis. Yeah, actually, I'm afraid, or not afraid. This is just a crazy bull market that might is going to be a huge run. Actually, I was expecting a little bit more from this Powell speech, but even they are not mentioning it in the financial headlines. So I would say he did not say anything about the coming rate cuts or the economy or anything like that. I must tell you, even Jamie Dimon told more about the economy and the IMF today than Powell, so it was irrelevant for the market. And yeah, without like exact numbers from the big economic side is just quite of we are flying blind, but we are flying higher and higher and higher. It's so funny indeed. It's really funny. Okay, 60% still ATH. Pullback day 40%. Very curious also about what AMD will do today. Yeah, like I, I don't know, Tara. I know you are trading for a while as well, but I really like if you saying me 15 years ago. I know you always tell. I mean, everyone tells that you never say never. But if you just someone tells me 15 years ago that you will see AMD will get, I don't know whether AMD existed 50 years ago, but never mind. So that AMD is going to reach 43% in 2 days, just on the news, like nothing like buyout or something like this. Then I'm telling you that no, you're crazy. It cannot happen. Look at the pulse of the market, look at the history. It's come on, even if it's bought up, maybe then you can reach 100%, but this is rare indeed. And now it's not. Now it's just on a plain news, which is not plain because it involved AI. So this is definitely doubles, triples the impact on the stock. But I would have said that no, you're crazy. And look at that. It does. It did. It's amazing. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you. Lee, good morning. Nice to see you here. I have just a poll that what do you think? Market today is going to be the same strong day like yesterday with ATH all-time high, or might we are going to witness this pullback day, which is everyone is waiting for. And as I just told to the guys, and the girls that all and all, or more and more big names are joining to raise this situation as a bubble, like Jamie Dimon and IMF today. But there is still no sign for a give up from the bulls indeed. Alex, if AMD runs from the open, it could have second day like yesterday. That's what happened to Oracle some time ago on Stargate. Yes, you are right, Alex. You know what? And let's just check AMD. How does it look like at the moment? So 43% in 2 days, and it has reached the 4 or the 240. And yeah, you are right. Like the limit is the moon, I would say. So it still looks very strong, and it can be quite of an island, and it still can push even higher. But this is just like crazy. The reason why everything is pushing higher, no one is selling, guys. No, everyone is pushing higher the prices for more profit, of course, but it cannot go forever. Maybe it still can go for days, weeks, maybe months. Who knows? No, with some 2 3 days back move, and then it's just got a dip buy 2 3 days back, and that got a dip buy, which we see on the SPY actually for 6 months now. 6 months this is going. Indeed, if you're just checking this, the last time when we seen more than 4 days on a break or a pullback, it was back in April. Since then, the most red days, like in lower lows, lower highs, like with full red candles on the daily, it was 2 3 days in a row, and that's it. And it has not touched the 50 AMA for a while, but this is still the euphoria phase. So this I can still imagine to push towards 700, 750, and then to exhaust. So let's be careful here. Okay, all-time high, no need to sell, everyone is in yes, exactly, exactly. So for that to, because everyone is so sure that it's still going to go and pump, and good news, rate cuts are coming, Xi and the Trump meeting is coming, now Israel and Hamas had a deal, it's fantastic, they're going to release the hostages and so on. This is a good news as well. Okay, Russia and Ukraine is still there, and now Trump is pushing Ukraine, which is a bit like thin ice, because of Putin. And indeed, I don't know. So there are still lots of things out there. Labor market is deteriorating. It's just going down in the numbers. The how is it called? The debt increases, the credit. There are lots of personal credits out there, which is just growing and growing. So there are a lot of advantages or weaknesses and strengths in the geopolitical area as well, and on the economic area as well, macroeconomic especially. So indeed, I cannot see the reason for this big run from one point of view. So I completely agree with Jamie Dimon and the IMF and the others that, yeah, this looks like a bubble. But on the other hand, we know that bubbles are driven by a really, really strong bullish euphoria, which is very hard to burst. Okay, it's very hard to finish it. What it can finish it again, it should be a quite of a big event, unfortunately. Well, when it's coming, I don't know. I know one thing, it's going to come. That's it. So this is my opinion. We don't know when it's coming, but definitely we will see one. Okay, AZZ and race opened. Very good, Luis. Yeah, my colleague just, oh, fantastic. Okay, guys. Now, we still have 30 seconds to go, and I was talking a bit too much. Not 30 seconds already. We are open. Let's just check. Scott called Wolf already to the long side, by the way. As I've told you, it's quite of a big one. Traders, I just would like to warn you in the meantime, if I'm going to disappear at like quite quickly, then please let me know. Okay. Um, so Wolf looks like quite of a strong one. And if I disappear, it's going to be because of the weather. Okay, guys, market is pushing a bit higher. All right, GOBY, I'm watching still here. Okay. All right, traders. So let's see what this market is going to get us here. So far, NVIDIA is still pushing higher. I'm going to watch it. APP, I keep an eye on as well. This is, as you know, it was one of our best trade in the last days. I'm just going to end the poll. This is just 70% of viewers are expecting an all-time high and 30% it's a pullback. Wow. Okay, guys. Let's see what's coming next. Okay, traders. AGQ. I think I cannot trade it, Buzak. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's not tradable, but good luck with that. I guess this is a fantastic, another great small cap here. All right, traders, I'm just checking here the SPY triple Q, and the level which I'm going to check 673 on the SPY and 610 definitely on the triple Q. If you're going to push it lower, that can be a problematic. Jeremy, nice to see you. Yes, definitely. I would say APP can be good. Oh, it just broke down. Sorry. Very, very hectic indeed. Very hectic. But if you just check it, that's good. Okay, traders. Hi, Jim. Yeah, definitely. Beautiful call from Jeremy on the app. I was a bit too late with that, but it's okay. AMD long reversal. Yeah, I'm definitely watching the AMD here. Okay, GNC. I'm going to watch even meta traders because, not meta traders, but meta, because it suffered some days of a pullback and it's looking a bit stronger today, but I'm still going to be careful with this one. MP, yeah, definitely. MP looks good over 74.05 for a reversal. Also, as I've told you, the daily chart doesn't look too good for me, but let's just check it. Okay, DHI looks weak again, traders, and the market is approaching the $673 level. So I'm going to be afraid, or not, um, checking this. However, you know that bear traps are quite common nowadays, but I should see this DHI here definitely. MP 74. Yeah, you know what, Jeremy? I'm going to join you MP over 74.10. Stop loss under the lows, like here we are. I'm just going to put my entry here. Stop loss under 73. Okay. Mm. MP, unfortunately, it did not get me in. I don't know why, but traders, if you are in the MP, I'm not going to take but theoretically. The first partial is here on the high of the day. Fantastic, actually. Well done. And thank you for Jeremy. Wolf, I'm checking. Wolf, it's very strong as well. Looking good, but too late for me. Sorry, I'm just distracted by this internet here because the weather is getting worse and worse. Okay, QUBT Rigetti very strong too. GOBY it's making a reversal. We should watch indeed. And the market, as I mentioned you, towards to the 673, it can be a quite interesting one. Wow, MP, fantastic. Okay, traders, as I told you, you see my limit order is still there, but one fantastic partial has been done already. APP very good as well. And as I've told you, I'm checking DHI. However, I'm going to be careful with that. With AMD, be careful, guys. You see, it's just making a consolidation now. However, if it's breaking 237.20, that could be a very nice and strong move. I really like it. DAL, another nice earnings darling, right, Jeremy? CRW Buzak, this is a strong mover and a crazy one. I'm going to keep an eye on that, but I want to see it like firmly over this 140 level. Looks interesting. DAR, I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Oh, Jeremy, I'm so sorry I missed you the app trade. I was watching it too, indeed. But I'm going to watch it again. So market is pulling back a bit, but still looking very strong. Very, very strong indeed. Okay. CRCL checking. I was just checking. Baba, maybe we can get a nice move here. BLSH checking too. Traders, I don't know how about you, but I see that the semicons are struggling today a bit. BLSH looks very good. No entry for me, Buzak. You can get it for a nice scalp, definitely. Okay. DHI still looks weak, and I must tell you, traders, something is going on with the market. Maybe the 27% of you, or 30, it's right, and might we will see a witness a pullback. And you know what, guys? I'm going to go for it. Hi, D King. Nice to see you. Let's just short the market, guys. Let's just short the market. Rigetti QUBT, though, very strong. I'm going to watch it for sure. Okay, nice TQQQ. Let's go for 107.90. Nice. Okay. Okay. Very good. 20% TQQQ or 20 cents. That's fantastic. And let's see whether the market is still going to pull back. Mm-hmm. Path, another great small cap stock. Let's see. NVDA looks very good, the king. Pass two, both of them. Fantastic calls, guys. You're better than me, and this is the goal, to improve you. Very good. Buzak, I like your call, AMD, completely. However, on AMD, the long for me, it would be over 237.20, and the short under 233.80. I really like the NVDA call, the king. I'm going to take it though only over 192.50 on my side. Okay, NVDA is in. 193 is my first partial there. Well, I'm still holding TQQQ second part there, and Wolf looking like good too, by the way. CRWD or CRWV, I think we just should leave it. Past looks good over 17. Jeremy, I really like it. OGTI, so-so. SERV, checking. Okay, nice. You see, that's why I'm holding my TQQQ, guys. If you missed your first partial, which I did miss, I must admit, this is the first partial in the TQQQ for me. I am just buying back or closing 75% of my short or share size. And NVDA, as I've told you, I want to see at least 193. We have so many great opportunities, traders. I really hope, I really hope that you that you get it. Mm, 193. I had no time to get this partial. Okay. Ooh, nice NVDA. Okay, traders, watch out though for the TQQQ. If we go over 10830, I'm going to be out with the rest of the trades. But NVDA is the first partial done. And big thanks for Jeremy for that as well. I really like this intraday breakout. You know, this is the formation which I like the most indeed. Netflix is moving again. Okay, let me just check it. So first partial done NVDA, first partial done TQQQ, but TQQQ is going to be out over 10830. Oh, King, sorry. So big thanks for King. Yes, you are right. Sorry. I'm just watching these fantastic moves here. And in the meantime, traders seems like that this was another bad trap, maybe 673 and 610. Just as I called on the SPY and the triple Q. And of course, I'm out of this TQQQ, but this was a nice partial. And the NVDA is nicely pushing higher. 195 is going to be my next partial, but you know what, guys? I give a quite of a high odds that might we see 200 today on the NVDA. Okay, guys, 194, fantastic. BSH, and here comes the AMD. Ones who took it, good luck with that. Very good. Good. Come on, NVDA. What you can do on position management traders, push your stop loss, definitely. I'm going to just to put it under 193 and 50, somewhere like here, almost to the first partialing point, as you can see. And here comes our second partialing point on the NVDA. As I've told you, It's really pushing for the 200 level. Past fantastic. This just entered over 17 as well. Very good trade, and APP is still going. Oh my God, guys. APP is going to be my big miss for today. All right, guys, here is the second partialing point on the NVDA. A little bit more. Let's see. Phew. Yeah, it's coming. They are eating the sellers. There are like 1,000, 2,000, and so on. Okay. Okay, I'm just taking my partial. I just took my partial traders because the SPY, if you just check the SPY, I'm always checking four things actually at the moment. The SPY, the triple Q, SOXL, I mean the semicons. And if I see that one is weak, then I'm going to be a little bit careful there. So second partial, as you can see on the NVDA, it's done. Stop loss, I'm going to leave it under the first partialing point. Nice NVDA. Okay, it tricked me a little bit, but it's still okay. And in the meantime, SPY is making new lows, guys. That's fantastic. All right, traders. So NVDA looks fantastic. Let's just leave the stop loss now, not even on 40, but 193.70, 71. I'm going to leave my stop loss. And I must tell you, I am considering another short on the TQQQ because the SPY is quite heavy to the downside. It doesn't mean it's going to stay like that, but I'm going to check the low of the day, 107.90. Buzak AVGO, just checking soon. AVGO, okay, AVGO, and you want to take it 345. 345.30 for me because that was a week, but yeah, you're right. Maybe 345 for the first like half share size, and then to add over 345.40. MP checking. Which I missed. Hopefully the second one I'm not going to miss it. Nitsan. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see. I want to see a little bit more to the upside. Let me just check the SPY here in the meantime. Phew, what's happening with the SPY, guys? That's quite heavy. Quite heavy to the downside. AMD NVDA very strong. How about MU? Let me just check MU. Okay. MU doesn't look bad either over 196. Guys, these semicons are still so strong. But I still like my my call on the TQQQ too. Must tell you the SPY is heavy to the downside, right? So you see Nitsan, now it made three green candles, it stopped. So I would say to enter quite safely in that VWAP reversal. It's about 75.80. Coin one, ticking, checking. Coin. Okay. One nine 390 something. I'm out of the NVDA traders. It's just made a reversal there to the downside. 190.20 or no 390.20 maybe on the coin. Doesn't look bad. And it's pushing. Wow. TQQQ double bottom. What else? Nice MU breaking out. Traders, maybe the bulls are just going to buy back now. AVG is close. Yeah, actually, Busak, if the market is going to reverse from here, AVG can be a really good one because on the daily, it still can have a huge reversal. So I'm just going to call it over 345.50. So this is going to be my entry on the AVGO. Like 55 is going to be my entry trader. Stop loss under 343.55. Triple Q double bottom. Okay, AVGO, let's go for $1.50 at least, but rather two, I would say. If you have any trading ideas, guys, anything on the radar, please just let me know. Nice dicking, well done on coin. Wow, okay. Let's see whether it's just going to push higher. All right, traders. So I have only AVGO at the moment. I'm watching this, especially the SPY, whether it finally can make the reversal from that 672. Triple Q highly likely looks like a double bottom, but for that to validate, we need to break 611.30 again, or 24 at least. AFRM, Unity, and VDA are the strongest on my list, so let's just check them. Unity, a bit too late, and VDA. Okay, UPST, Netflix, AMD. Mm. OKLO 140.40, Jeremy checking. OKLO. Yeah, that looks very strong. Daily good. I like it. Okay, low looks like 140.50 rather, like, if I can choose rather the semi round number, but looks quite strong. And, there's Rigetti and the rest, it doesn't care about the marketing at all. So these are the good ones, indeed. Looks good, looks good. 140.50. Watch out dicking with the coin because the SPY is moving a bit lower, and even the Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin is moving down too. I still like my TQQQ, and I must tell you, we have a better risk-reward ratio. But again, Actually, this is still a bullish sentiment, strong market. CRWV checking 140.60 for a reversal, Buzak. Interesting. Okay, let's check it. I see that there is a very strong support. I completely agree with you. Maybe 141, but yeah, looks like as a doable reversal there. Or AVGO made a very nice pullback, traders. We should break the one or the 346 first. OKLO, fantastic call, Jeremy, again. Well done. And SPY is moving down. Okay. My TQQQ getting closer. AVGO is still looking good. That looks interesting. Ooh, Oklo. That was just a scalp. Ooh, bit nervous market today, guys. Look at that. Yes, the king. I did recall it under 10. I did not? Oh, sorry. I'm just recalling it then. It has not entered anyway. Sorry for that. And thank you for warning. 107.90. I'm going to take again the TQQQ. SPY still going down, but as I mentioned you, this 671, 670 area, it's still quite of holding, like just the triple Q indeed. Okay, market is fighting hard. Triple bottom on triple Q. Wow. Okay. AMD is back to the VWAP too. So let's just check it. AVGO is still fighting traders. Also, we have a much better stop loss here, like under 344, I would say. Coin is still strong. It's surprising because the Bitcoin it's moving back. All right. Okay. Tesla fighting on the VWAP too. That can be interesting. AMD making the reversal. Okay, although not really. Coin is breaking out, dicking. Good one. And DHI, it's very weak. All right, traders, let's see the big movers here. Gainers, losers list. SCRV 20% still. Wow. Okay. Ethereum. If you are trading Ethereum, traders, by the way, there is some ETFs which are tracking the Ethereum move as well, like ETHU, which now as the Ethereum is moving down, it is moving down with the Ethereum. So these are really good ones, by the way, to check. All right, so Wolf, it's a bit lagging down. Path was a good one, over 17. I think you already took your partial. VKTX, it's a biopharma stock, which can be a quite of a bumper dumper. Now it's on a bumping mode, so we can keep an eye on VKTX as well. CLSK is still running amazing, actually. Ooh, what a big miss on CLSK, guys. Look at this perfect VWAP reversal. You know what? I'm just going to I'm just going to save it for a example trade. Guys, from tomorrow on, we are going to start, hopefully, if the weather is going to let us, we are going to start at 9 a.m. like usual. We broke up with the 44 trading room, so because of that, I'm not going to enter there. But like that, I'm going to spend more time with you. And my idea to actually spend this extra time is about checking setups, okay? So please, checking setups. If you have, and listen carefully, I know we do focus on the trading as well. I'm going to repeat this, but if you have any setups to check, send me on agi@tefs.com, and we are going to start our day with that, okay? Checking setups. And for example, the CLSK, which we did miss today, but just in order not to miss later on checkup like or a setup like that, I'm just going to save it, and then we can check it tomorrow. I really hope you like this idea, and not setups, not only setups. Thank you, the king. Yeah, it was like, it worth more to spend more time with you indeed. And indeed, not only setups, but if you have any questions regarding position management, trade management, why did I decide like that, and so on, why you could not help to the trade or anything like that, okay? Then please just send me an email at agi@tefs.com, and we are going to start with that in the first, I would say like 10, 15 minutes, and then we are going to go for the preparation, okay? So please just use this opportunity. In the meantime, guys, Pi Triple Q are quite muted, especially the Triple Q. I still like my call on the TQQQ, but I'm starting dislike my call on the AVGO because, as you can see, it's not participating, unfortunately. So under 344, I'm going to be out. If it's breaking the VWAP, it doesn't worth to stay in. Past beautiful call, it's still pushing higher. Okay. I have not entered yet the QQQ, but my stop loss is going to be over 108.50. I give a little bit more, Luis, because it's a very choppy times on the market, especially here on the all-time highs. And I would like to give the chance for the TQQQ. However, I have not entered yet on that trade, and I'm still a bit more patient with the AVGO2. If it's breaking the VWAP and 340, 370, I'm going to be out. But so far, seems like that the VWAP it's making a defense line. Okay. Traders, I run out of the water, so just 1 second and I will be back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, traders, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. And TQQQ has not entered. And the AVGO, thank you, VWAP, thank you, volume weighted average price just saved our stock. However, it still needs to break the 346. Is NVIDIA hungry for more water? Yes, yeah, maybe. Maybe digging. Okay, traders, market is still a little bit muted, especially the triple Q. I don't know what is it waiting for because we won't have any big news coming out. Still AFRM, Unity, UPST, and NVIDIA are the strongest on my list. Unity 2. UPST is 3% higher. It had a quite of a longer pullback period. Now it's in a bull flag or a bear flag, sorry, on the daily. NVIDIA, yeah, NVIDIA looks quite interesting too. As I've told you, I'm not going to be surprised on a reach of a $200 level today. But for that, it needs to break 194.75 first and 195 and the high of the day. So might we can focus on that. AMD, it's muted, but it's not a big surprise, guys. It just went 43% in 2 days. That's mind blowing again. So I would say I'm not going to touch this AMD. And the market is still, it still can be like, like a deep buy at any time because this is what we do for months, actually. So traders, again, I just repeat myself. Please, please, please send questions, send setups with entries, stop loss, anything like that for me at agi@tefs.com. And I'm more than happy to start every day from now on, from tomorrow, to spend with you an extra 15, 20 minutes to work through and speak through days setups, okay? Because I think that some of my mentor traders are among you as well, and you know exactly how useful it can be to go through the trades. This is called trade review, and it is one of my strongest tool indeed for or to improve a trader. Okay, AVGO, look at the daily, looks like it can go a few more points. Yeah, yeah, hopefully, but I'm a bit concerned about the market indeed. Okay. AVGO trying hard, guys. I have a good feeling on that trade, but of course, we have to see what's going to happen. Okay, traders, NVIDIA, though, it's pushing lower. Mm. Okay, guys, what we can do regarding AVGO, as our entry it was 346.10, we can just move our stop loss 344.70, and like that, we do definitely decrease the loser if it's going to get a loser. And on the other hand, we still give the chance, okay? Hi, Vidik. Nice to see you. Thank you, D King. So yeah, Buzak, I would say yes, but for the AVGO, we need a sector support and the market support as well. J&J checking. Johnson and Johnson. Ooh, this unbelievable. You remember 2 days ago, it just got me in a bear trap. Oh my goodness, this stock. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, you are right, Videk. You are right. All right, traders, our AVG is still running, TQQQ not in yet, and market is still muted. I tried to short it. I tried to short it on the big gap down day on the 7th, and I burned myself. Not too much, but you know, it was not a great surprise. I thought, you know what, this is the day after like 9 green days in a row. Might we still see a pullback? But no, this market is not for profit taking or pullbacks. It's just going higher and higher. And traders, I see Tesla is getting stronger now. Look at this. Yeah, it is, Vidik. It is. I completely agree with you. All right, traders. So actually, I made a poll in the beginning of the day whether you are expecting a pullback day or another all-time high day. I would have gone for another all-time high day as well, but so far it's a pullback day. However, don't forget and remember of yesterday, it looked the same. And suddenly the buyers just showed up, the bulls, and it's just pushed back to the all-time high environment. It's still only like, 50 minutes of trading. This is still nothing. So I'm really curious what's coming next. AVGO is in, TQQQ not in yet, and the market is completely muted. Dicking, I don't know whether you are still holding the coin, but this is definitely going higher at the moment, building quite of a bull flag. But SPY, it still concerns me. Triple Q has not broken the lows for a while, like really long while indeed. But the SPY is trying to break the lows again. And again, 670 is still there by the SPY. So I can imagine one more pull or a breakdown, and like that we can have a nice scalp on the TQQQ. But 670, it's a hard level to break, in my opinion. So let's see what's coming here. Just a little left. I got hungry for most of that green. Nice. Okay, the king. All right, I'm in for the TQQQ. And as I've told you, I want to see a 20 cents. That means around 107.70. I'm going to take it. I'm in the first partial, and I'm just checking Netflix. I know. Sorry, my dog is getting crazy. Sorry, guys. I just checked what my 6 years old is doing. I guess she just gets some ice cream out of the fridge or the freezer, to be precise. I will see it soon. Okay, Roblox is 1 hour wobbling mode. Let's just check it. Netflix, low volume. I'm not going to check it. Looks strong, but still very low volume. Roblox, one of my favorite, as you know. Ooh, bear flag. Okay, that looks good. Really, that looks good for me rather to the short side and under 125 and 40. So if we do continue this pullback mode, then might we are going to do that. I'm watching on 1 minute still, Vidik. I'm still watching on 1 minute chart. That's why. Okay, TQQQ. Oh, come on. I knew it's going to do that. Amazing. There is still no sellers on this market. Wow. Yes, Vidik, let's see. Let's see. Or AVGO is still holding though. I'm still patient with my tick, 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 tick. As I've told you, stop loss, it's only over 108. Now it's 108.50. Let's just leave it like the original stop loss. SPY still looks weak. I'm really expecting the SPY to touch 670 today and then might attract more deep buyers. Tesla getting stronger, NVIDIA it's playing around here too for a reversal. AVGO still good. I don't know. Meta maybe. Yeah, Meta. GME, Vidik. Maybe. Yeah, Meta too, by the way. Yeah, GME looks like as a reversal too. You are welcome anytime. Okay, guys, so SPY still looks weak. Triple Q, holding strong, and AVGO too. CRWV, again, I would say 144 only for me, not before that. 140, yes, half share size and adding over 141 because this is the type of a stock when it gets a huge push to the upside or to the downside, it can be really quick and efficient, that's for sure. However, again, yeah, definitely first 140, we need to see the break, and the second 141. So might I would enter half share size over 140 and adding over 141. Tesla checking. Which one? 433.55? I don't know. You know what? It definitely reminds me of yesterday when we saw the same setup on the Tesla and it did fail at the end. So be careful with the Tesla. Be careful with the Tesla. It's an inside day. If you just check the daily chart, it's an inside day. Volume is quite low to make a decision. And the SPY it's still quite weak. So no, I would not go long on that one. 1 hour chart, yeah, we did. Okay, that's a textbook trade, I think. 479 on which one? Vidic, Tesla? Yeah, definitely, but we are not there yet. You're welcome, Dicking. Netflix had a good bounce. Yeah, but Netflix is still a low volume for me. And traders or TQQQ started to print money finally. I want to see at least like a 10760. Let's go for 60. Okay, here we are, traders. Here is what I wanted to see. And unfortunately, AVGO, it's heading to the stop loss, but my TQQQ is making the first partialing point here. Very good. And I'm going to move my stop loss to the entry. AVGO though, if it's breaking 344, I need to be out. And the SPY, as I've told you that I was concerned about the SPY, it's still valid because here comes the 670. You know what I mentioned before, 670? It's still there. That's a good one, Vidik, just to, get a support or a confirmation on the 1 hour or the higher time frame chart. It's quite important. Further room for nasty pullback on Tesla. Yeah, looks like. So that's why I've told you that it was just so much like disappointing me last day. CRM very strong. I'm just checking it. All right, traders. So on the TQQQ, I have my first 75% off. Stop loss is going to be over 108. Yeah, we should, Vidik. Patience pays off, and patience always, it drives you to be more selective, which is very important in trading, guys. I just cannot repeat myself enough. Quality over quantity in trading, it's very important. And I sound like very wise and very, like, experienced and so on. I am experienced, but you know what? When you have told me like 18 years ago when I started trading that quality over quantity, don't trade that much. I just tell you that leave me alone. I'm not here just to stare at the charts. I want to trade. So it needs time. Guys, one thing you should definitely learn very much, and if I'm, you know what, if only this thought is going to get through to you, I'm already doing my job right, like to improve your trading cycle. And this is like patience pays off. first of all. And second, quality over quantity. What does it mean? Wait for the perfect setup. Because you always feel like a FOMO, like fear of missing out, because there was APP I missed. There was the which one which I left the limit order in and it went up. Oh, so many calls I don't remember. Wait, I just go back and checking MP. It was MP, I think. I missed. It's okay, but who cares? I have several winners. AVGO, still on the brink, and it's just going back to my entry. And I must tell you, might I'm just going to half my share size here indeed, because the SPY and triple Q still looking like a heavy on the sell side. So traders, AVGO, sorry to interrupt, this quite of a teaching lesson, but I'm going to reduce my share size. More than half of the share size sold now, very close to the entry on the AVGO. Like I have 500 shares, 345.70, and now I am just selling 300 shares. And let's see whether it can do it. But the market, it's really pushing down, and 670 has not been touched yet. Okay, you can see that I did reduce my share size. So just I had these thoughts because of Vidic just wrote that sitting on your hand, waiting for the levels. It's a very wise decision, I would say, in trading. But again, if you are a starter trader, you need to be more gentle to yourself because you still do not understand this phrase. You still do not understand why to wait because there are so many opportunities. Yes, but not every opportunity is the same level. Like I'm really ranking my setups like A plus setup, B minus setup, or something like this. And if the market is like that, that is just pushing lower, definitely long setups are a little bit more shaky. Okay. WMT 50 minutes chart, double bottom. Okay, WMT and Nissan CRWV again. CRWV is completely muted and the volume is down. Let's just leave it alone now. It looks like a short, but again, we really need a dip under 670 with the SPY. Okay, WMT. 101. Let's see. Let's see. All right, traders. So my TQQQ is still going on. AVGO only like a 300 sold from like 200 shares. Let's see whether it can make it, but under 344 I'm out. TQQQ, two beautiful winners. Let's see whether it can still push lower. SPY is quite weak today, like 0.35% down on the SPY. Triple Q 0.39%. If we just check the daily, it's still nothing. Like look at the daily chart, it's still a very, very, very small range of a candle. I know, Vidik, you like this stock. Good luck with this one. triple Q, one more breakdown. Things are starting to be interesting, guys. My TQQQ is going higher, AVGO is still holding, and NVIDIA is giving up. Phew, I feel like the most of the big names are a little bit like all over the place. Like, look at MU, it's dropping, NVIDIA is dropping, AMD trying to really hold, AVGO it's holding. That's weird. Traders on the TQQQ, my stop loss is going to be 107.85 now. AMD, you want to long. Buzak, okay. I want to see what it is doing when it's touching the VWAP first, okay? Let's see if that one first. Let's see that one first. I just saw one on NVIDIA manipulation candle. That's not a good sign. Hmm. I would say, Vidik, that I see this whole market, it's quite of a manipulated area so far. So I agree that this is not a good sign, but you know what? We are just living in an environment where you never know what's coming next. No, Vidik, I don't think so. Which one do you think of? Which volume indicator indeed? But so far seems like triple Q is still going down. Look at that. Okay, guys, our TQQQ is still okay, and I want to see another partial around 107. Nice. Come on, TQQQ. A little bit more to take the second partial, traders. 608, 67, and you see, 670 has not been touched yet. Good luck with that, Vidik. I'm just going to put here WMT and let's see how it is going. Okay, here we go, traders. Watch out for the second partial on the TQQQ. Looking really good. Nice. I'm ready to take my second partial on the TQQQ. Somewhere here between like 107 and 107.20. 670 now on the triple Q. Big test for the market, guys. As I've told you, really big test for the market now. And 608 already on the triple Q. I'm just taking my partial now. Fantastic. So second partial done. Stop loss is going to be over 107.50 and let the rest run. Hopefully it's going to run. Okay, guys. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And if the bulls are still around, and if whether there will be a deep buy, it should be done now. So, Vidic, maybe your WMT is going to definitely go higher now. Let's see. I'm almost out of the TQQQ. And guys, this is my last trade. AVGO is still going on, but I closed my 300 shares on entry. Now it's back to green. And we definitely need desperately to break this 346 and 347 after that. I'm still patient with the trade AVGO because it really did not participate on this move to the downside on the market or with the market. Okay, get almost out on the TQQQ, but not yet. Traders, I must tell you, this is my last trade. I'm still going to be patient with the AVGO, especially if the market is going to see a bottom reversal from here on. However, I'm not sure I want to, yeah, under 345, I think I'm going to be out. Little early. Yeah, Vidic, I must tell you, I feel the same by your entry. But listen, if the market is going to make the reversal now, then you still have chance to make this reversal. Yeah, yeah, this is the one. I see two green candles, but we still need to see that over this 10160, I think. MU reversing, NVIDIA. How about Apple? Let me just check Apple here. Oh, Apple is weak today. Apple is weak today. Okay, traders, here we are. TQQQ, it's making a pullback. I'm going to get it like a done trade now. It's out. And AVGO, let's see whether we can just break this 346. Yes, Vidik, this market, it needs adaptation. Like really, we need to adopt this market environment. But as I've told you, 670 reversal I'm just waiting for, and here it is. So trade it wise in the afternoon if you are going to stay. I really enjoyed trading with you. If you did as well, please just give us a thumbs up, especially for the team indeed. And as always, I'm going to see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. And as I've told you, I have an extra 15-20 hours with you before the actual preparation for the trading day. So please, please, please send me your questions, your setups, like, just a screenshot of the trade, entry, stop loss, partials, and so on. And if you want, we can just talk it through together and learn from it all, like including myself as well, indeed, because we never going to stop learning about this market and trading for sure. Cartoplos is tight, good. Okay, traders, thank you very much again. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day and see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Bye, everyone. Take care.